Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I got it ready, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Oh, my goodness. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Oh, my gosh. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Me, Zeus.
Me, Zeus.
A.K.A. Mr. Crossing.
A.K.A. Mr. Crossing, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flash it. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flash it. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. I'm up early in the morning, time to get it in, ladies and time to show and prove, show you what I've been doing. They saying fools rush in, but I'm coming with a passion. I'm trying to get to know you while you're thinking that I'm asking. I like to get it popping, cause my sound is supersonic. I done came so far, and it's early in the morning. I just woke up out my sleep, threw some water on my face. Yeah, it's just another day in the Golden State. Ain't no tossing and turning or time for insomnia. I know the best way to make it is to cut the drama and give it my all and follow through on what I promise.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We got a big show.
I was honest. See, I can only do what's in my power to do, and what good is this power if I use it like a fool? If I wanna make it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got. Oh, you can't sleep, cutie. Little cutie 84. What's going on? I see you. Why can't you sleep? Oh, we gonna have to talk about it.
This is true story.
Sometimes you gotta live and fight, and then you die for this glory. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Are you willing to die for this glory?
This is a true story.
Hey.
Sometimes you gotta live.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk about it all today, ladies and gentlemen. And then you die for this glory.
Land of the free, home of the slave. It's all that's been shown to me. Not a lot has been given to me, but I'm here to fight for the land that you LOVE. It's a symbol of the pain that my ancestors came from. Growth with no education and nothing but economic exploitation. It's time to see what we are really made of. I'm a man of peace and a man of mind, but I'm met with physical abuse and manipulation of mind. The survival of the fittest in the streets of mine. Not by choice, but the opportunities again in decline. Seeing the violence outside of my doorsteps, wondering how can I escape this? Knowing on the other side they trying to enslave us. This is true story. Sometimes you gotta live and fight. This is what I die for this glory.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta live and fight.
You gotta live and fight. And then you die for this glory. This is a true story. Sometimes you gotta live and fight, and then you die for this glory. This is the true story. Sometimes you gotta live and fight, and then you die for this glory.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it is me, Mr. Crossing, a.k.a. Zeus. Good morning, Poker Dad. Good morning, Peace and Locks. God of Sky and Thunder. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And I am and will remain one of the most handsome, most attractive men out here on this platform, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. We're getting off to a rocky start, but we're going to have a nice, rocky finish. I told you MAGA equals make attorneys get attorneys. Hey, you know what we do over here on this side of town, ladies and gentlemen. Wiley, yes, I am having an amazing day. Yes, sorry, I'm over here taking care of business and whatnot. You know, I got studios hitting me up. I got producers hitting me up. You know, and it all happens in the morning. They know when I go live and they still want to talk to me. It is what it is. But let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we are about to get things kicked off. We're about to get things kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple of interesting topics today. And I'm going to start off right here with politics because I want to get this out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Where are all of the critics at? Where are all of my detractors at, huh? oh, we're not going to do anything, Zeus. We're not going to have to apologize to you. Oh, no, you're going to be apologizing to Zeus. A bet is a bet, a deal is a deal. So get this, ladies and gentlemen. The attorneys need attorneys because guess what? When they said that those documents they were supposed to turn over to the National Archives, and they swore they turned those documents over to the FBI, and they did not. Now the attorneys are turning on each other. They're saying, well, listen, Trump told us this was everything, and it turns out there's more. So I want to up my bet. Not only do I want an apology and dinner, I think I want breakfast too. Okay? Yes, dinners. Yeah. To the people out there who are still believing in the former president and his lies, and you have a bet with Zeus, I just wanted to let you know that I am upping the ante now because it's become increasingly clear. It became increasingly clear that this guy is in way more trouble than we thought. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we pointed that out. Okay, here's some more additional details behind the situation. Can you read it? Can you read it? And this is the most sad and unfortunate thing because. One thing is to be misled and lied to. Another thing is to enjoy being lied to. And I am personally starting to believe that some people out here really just enjoy being lied to for some strange reason, okay? Did something happen to you that makes it a situation where you are okay with being lied to and then you want to always turn around and try to call out what President Biden is doing? And by the way, President Biden, he's doing a great job, isn't he? Isn't he? Keeping all of this together. You always want to turn around and talk about him. You want to talk about Obama. You want to talk about Clinton. But the door is still going to be on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Read it for yourself. They are afraid, his attorneys, they are afraid of what is going to happen because they themselves realize they are going to be in it just as deep as Trump is, and they don't have the amount of resources that Trump has to stand up to the Department of Justice. Now, yesterday, I did talk to you about things that the Department of Justice has done through the FBI, right? We saw that they were investigating Aretha Franklin, right? And a bunch of other entertainers. We know that they can be corrupt, but they can also be a good organization, okay? But if you want some advice from Zeus, I'm going to say this. You don't want to end up having to get into a boxing match with the Department of Justice, okay? Because even if you win, it's going to take a lot out of you. I'm just being honest with you. Don't fall for the okie doke. If you're supporting this guy Trump still after all of this, what more evidence do you need when his own attorneys need attorneys? What more evidence do you need that this is a situation you just do not want to be next to? I've laid off of posting videos about politics for the last week because I've been trying to give people the opportunity to come to Jesus and say, hey, okay, we may have misread things, we may have misunderstood things. I've laid off of it. But it does not mean I am not keeping my ear to the street, ladies and gentlemen. I am monitoring this from afar, okay? So, I want the dinner, I want breakfast, lunch, dinner, and an apology video. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for all of these people who owe Zeus an apology. All right, moving on. Marjorie Taylor Greene is back in the news with Zeus. I gotta keep these folks on my, I watched them, I monitored them. Zeus is running all kinds of headquarters over here. I'm keeping track of everything. Look at what she said. She's talking about Hurricane Ian, and she had the audacity to take a dig at Kamala Harris? Really? Really? Is this acceptable, ladies and gentlemen? Is this acceptable?
Excuse me.
Okay. She says hurricanes do not discriminate because Kamala was pointing out that, hey, there are people of color who tend to be, who have more impact from these hurricanes and they need more resources. And this is what Marjorie Taylor Greene had to say. Again, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it, but somebody has to bring this stuff to the forefront, okay, so that we can understand what's going on, okay? Okay, yeah, they don't like it when I do this, but I'm going to keep doing it, ladies and gentlemen. Marjorie Taylor Greene, since you want to talk about people's husbands, aren't you the one that's getting a divorce? Aren't you? I'm just saying, you got to learn how to keep a man before you start talking about other people and what they doing with their man. Okay? Now, moving along, ladies and gentlemen, you know I always got to give you an interesting story. Kamala is wrong. Cut it out. Cut it out, Snuggles. I always got to give people an interesting story. Yeah, she's a new level of drama, Peace and Locks. Being openly racist is cool now. Exactly. And speaking of racism, we got a lot to get into. I don't know I do not know where to go with what's been happening these past couple of days on the internet. Oh my goodness. So, the strip club was closed, and 3 Indiana judges went to White Castle. There's somebody in here who's always been asking Zeus to go to a White Castle. This is a good reason for why I will not be going to White Castles, especially late at night, okay? They get into a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I do not have the footage, okay? But let me give you the story behind this, okay? Okay, these judges, they wanted to go see, this is out in South Indiana. Okay, they should be doing God's work, but instead, they want to go to a strip club. They go to a strip club, but the strip club is closed. So they go to White Castle instead, and this is when they get into it. And by the way, for those of you who are concerned, everybody involved is white, by the way. I just felt like I needed to say that because I knew where you were going. So they decided to go to White Castle. And one thing leads to another, and they are in a all-out brawl. And eventually, a weapon comes out, a gun comes out, okay? A firearm comes out. Good morning, Lindsay. Nice to see you. A firearm comes out. Bang, bang, bang. Folks is getting shot left and right. 2 of the judges ended up being shot, okay? And this is now just coming out. They showed the footage. It was all bad. One of the judges actually started the fight, but the people with the gun actually are the ones that got convicted. Isn't that something? No, White Castle in Cali. I know White Castle. I've been to them. Okay? I get it. I get what the hype is all about. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I've always said this before. This is before I ended up becoming Zeus, when I was out there and I was a wild youngster. I've always said this. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. I just wanted to make sure you are all very aware of that. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. I don't care if you are a pastor. I don't care if you are a police officer. I don't care if you are a preacher. Those are the 3 P's. Nothing good comes after 2 a.m. Okay? So for any of you who think, and then the other side of this is what I'm talking about. You know, you want to have the right to bear arms, and you always want to use the gun and use it as self-defense. It doesn't work like that all the time. You got to make sure you understand what comes with that. When you pull that thing out and you let that thing start to sing, it ain't always going to be, well, you did a good job defending yourself. No, you might end up getting some real time, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Gretch. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. The beautiful Gretch is in the building. Okay? You never know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being honest. Now. Okay, I don't know which one I want to do next, but this this really gets me. You know what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this first. We're going to do this first. Oh my God. Will Smith. Will Smith is once again back in the news. It's like, I've had enough of this. So he has a new movie coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Will Smith, new movie coming out. This is crazy, right? Isn't this crazy? He returns to the Oscars, okay, with a new movie called Emancipation. Will Smith is playing the role of a runaway slave, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to think about this. I really don't. Because I don't need to see this right now. What is Will Smith trying to do? This is better than NBC News. Thank you. Hi, Nay. Nice to see you. So he's playing the role of a runaway slave. And this is after the Emancipation Proclamation. And many of you know what that's all about. Okay, hello, Nay. Yes, I'm doing good. The Emancipation Proclamation. This is when Abraham Lincoln, he was one of the presidents back in the day. Hear ye, hear ye. You know what he does. Hear ye, hear ye. I hereby. What did he do? Hear ye. What did Lincoln do? Hear ye, hear ye. There we go. I hereby abolish slavery. That's what he did, okay? This is what he did back then, back in the day. You know, what year was it? 1876 or something like that? I don't know. But apparently when he did that, the word didn't get out to all of the slaves. Why? Because they were holding the information. They didn't let these slaves know that they had been set free, but eventually they started to figure it out. Okay? So that's the backdrop to this story about emancipation. Okay, 1864. Thank you. Thank you for all of my fact-checking people out there, So that's the backdrop, okay? Back in the 1800s, nasty times. Folks couldn't read. Slaves were not allowed to read, okay? But they were told that they were free. And you got Will Smith running around in the backwoods, okay, trying to get north. Follow the sound of the gunfire. That's what he says. Follow the sounds of the gunfire in the canyons, okay? And I'm thinking to myself, Will Smith, let me go ahead and give Will Smith a thunder strike. Cut it out. Your time is over. I cannot relive this experience with you, Will Smith. Okay? I think that if they wanted to really do this some justice, they should have found another actor, one that is less controversial and a little more tied to the soil than Will Smith. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, enough is enough. Okay, but listen, what Will Smith is doing pales in comparison to what some of the other people that I've read about have been doing, okay? Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I'm going to put stick a pin in it today. Imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking further on his inarguable level of impact, Kanye West. I gotta go ahead and do it. This is about to be a toxic check-in for Mr. Kanye West, okay? And you all know what happened. So Kanye West is out there giving this speech at one of his fashion shows, ladies and gentlemen. Yay, what did he say? We did change fashion over the past 10 years. Y'all, we did. We changed fashion. We are the streets. That's what he said. We are the streets. Could you imagine Kanye saying this stuff? Oh, as a matter of fact, he even went further. He doubled down. He tripled down. We are the culture. And we will not be bullied or treated differently than you treat any other fashion show that might start a little bit later just to bring you the best ideas. This is what Kanye was talking like. Imagine this. The ambiance was just, oh my gosh, Kanye, what do you have for us? What do you have for us, Mr. Kanye West? And this local joker decides he wants to come out wearing this. Kanye West in a White Lives Matter shirt. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know what some people, you can go on Twitter and read this stuff. You can go on Twitter and read this nasty stuff that's going on. Now, some people say, well, maybe Kanye West, he's out there trolling. He's trolling the internet. But is he really trolling, or is he entering into some uncharted waters? This man right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, exactly. He needs help. and I don't think that I can help him. Listen, I saw Kanye West wear the MAGA hat. I've seen him wear the MAGA hat. So I can't help but try to draw conclusions from this. And I started to think, is Kanye West getting his marketing advice from President Trump? Because this looks like something Trump would have done or told him to do. Don't you think? Oh, no. Black Lives... No. Maybe the organization, Black Lives Matter, may have done some things that are questionable. Okay? But the message, you got to pay attention to the message. What kind of message is Kanye West sending? Okay, is this toxic? What kind of message is Mr. Kanye West sending? And all of the people in the black community, they are furious with him. They said Kanye is sending black folks back 100 years. He needs to come back to college dropout? Maybe. Okay, but it gets worse. It gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This joker, hello Nicole, nice to see you. This joker, he decides he's going to also do a photo op with Candace Owens. They should be furious. Yeah. Hello, Mama Red Wine. Nice to see you. He is seriously ill, so I'll take him with a grain of salt. Mania is real. Is this what people are doing now to get attention, huh? Is this what you got to do to get attention out here, ladies and gentlemen? He should play Will Smith's part. Okay, so, and it doesn't stop here with Candace Owens. Oh, no, the trauma is real, ladies and gentlemen. So apparently, Kim Kardashian is even upset about this. Can you believe it? Kim Kardashian is just as upset about this, okay? And you got to understand why, ladies and gentlemen. Kim Kardashian, she lost it. She became unglued with Candace Owens. Why? Why? Look at this. Is it because Candace Owens referred to Kim Kardashian as a prostitute? Oh my gosh. I heard this and I said, you know what, Kanye? You deserve to be booed. Okay? Kanye. Okay? What message is Kanye West trying to send with these shenanigans, folks? Okay? This is why we have to talk. What an incredible week in terms of race relations here in the United States, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say it's an incredible week? Kanye has lost his ever-loving mind. These other rappers, and especially, you know, it's bad when other rappers have to start calling you out on your stuff. They are telling him, don't you understand where White Lives Matter came from? Okay? This is not just you saying, I want to be controversial, Kanye. You are actually causing people to relive their trauma. And it's disgusting. He's asking for attention, but when he gets it, he calls everyone they're wrong. Yeah, he wants to belong so bad. Tell him to get 2 attorneys. He might have to get 2 attorneys. Okay? And this is what I am talking about. Not every kind of attention is good for you. I get it. Whatever he's trying to sell, right? I don't know if he's trying to sell his music. I don't know if he's trying to sell his clothes. I don't know if he's trying to sell his soul. Okay? But Kanye, is it really worth it? Look at the destruction that you're causing within your own family. I can't speak on what you're doing to the world. I won't give you that much credit, Mr. West. Okay? I won't give you that much credit, Mr. West, and say that you are a genius. I will say this, though. What you're doing is bringing irrefutable harm to the community. Communities of color that once propped you up, Mr. West. Now we have to question. Now we have to question what's going on up here. Should we allow Kanye West to continue to get a pass out here, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, because this right here teeters on the. As far as I'm concerned, this is borderline dangerous. This is very dangerous, very wild, and destructive behavior, if you ask Zeus. Okay, now. We've talked about how? Good question. Okay, so what, Peace and Locks, that's a very good question. Why is this dangerous? This is dangerous because whenever you do statements, whenever you make statements in a public setting, there's always what you intended to say, and then it's how it's interpreted. And why this is dangerous is because of the how it's interpreted side. This isn't dangerous because of what he intended to say. Okay? Because for what it's worth, I get what he was trying to say. Are people allowed to request? Yes, people are allowed to request. I'm about to wrap this up. Okay? Seems like another tactic to push division, and it's working. Yes, okay. So I bring these topics up for all of you who are just coming in here and you're listening, okay? I bring these topics up because it's part of, what I do to engage with the fans, okay? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, many of you know I'm one of the most handsome, most attractive men out here on this platform, okay? Many of you know I'm a recording artist, but this is a way I can engage with my fans, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So, yes, I will be opening up the request so that we can all have a thoughtful conversation about the topics that I've just discussed, okay? We've talked about the fight at White Castle, okay? We've talked about Trump. Trump's attorneys need attorneys. We talked about that, okay? We talked about Marjorie Taylor Greene trying to call Kamala Harris out, okay, in terms of her having a white husband. We've talked about Will Smith playing a role as a runaway slave in a movie he has coming out on December 4th called Emancipation, okay? And now we're talking about Kanye West, okay? You know the rules. I'm going to open up the box, obviously. You know the rules. No cursing. If I hear cursing, I might just drop you from the box because I got things that I need to do with this content, okay? And secondly, keep it clean. No talking directly about people. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. And try to have a sense of humor. It might help you. All right. Rexy in the building. Greetings.
Hello.
Hey, how is it going?
It's going well this lovely rainy ass Tuesday here on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. It's raining. Okay. I didn't know that. Well,
Oh,
it sounds like you're in good mood. Okay. So, what have you got for me? Rexy.
oh my,
It's always nice to hear from you, by the way.
thank you. The amount of things that are wrong with the photograph, the sentiment is, I mean, where shall we start?
Mm.
I mean, um, the white people that are defending this, that are like, well, like it literally comes from a place of hate to say what is on, as a white person, to say what is on those shirts. It was used as a form of hate. It wasn't used because white people don't get justice in this country. It wasn't used because somehow crimes against us white people are being ignored. It was literally used to. Oh, I thought I disappeared.
No, you didn't. I had to get it back so I can see it.
So obviously I don't know Kanye, so I don't know what his reasoning or motivation for that is, other than possibly pandering to the ugliest side of the white demographic population. I don't know any other reason for it. I don't know if he's seeing, the grift that Candace Owens has been quite successful in and is jumping on the bandwagon with that. I don't know. I don't know him, so.
I mean, I think that he's trying to get, attention, and he does this to try to get attention, right? Greetings, toxic.
Morning.
Greetings, gangster. He does this to try to get attention, right?
I mean, he could. I think he's becoming irrelevant other than the Kardashians, and I think he's trying to make himself relevant again.
That's what I think. I think he's going after another the demographic of people that appreciated his music and whatnot are getting very tired of him and his antics.
Ultimately, I lost a lot of respect for Kanye West when he pulled that crap on stage with Taylor Swift. Like, you just don't do that. You don't belittle and berate somebody in front of millions of people, and then you marry into the Kardashians, you have kids with the Kardashian, and then now you're you're slowly dropping. You run for president for what?
Mm.
And then you again are losing your relevance. Your music's gone to crap.
Mm.
He makes a diss track about Kim Kardashian when I was never really a fan of them. Never. And then I
Yeah.
saw the newer seasons and I saw the hell that he put her through with the kids. I
Mm.
don't
Yeah, I mean,
respect him.
yeah, regardless of how I feel about the Kardashians and Kim and whatever else, there's no reason to treat the mother of your children that way when you know damn well because of his decision to be like, I don't know, all over the place at all times, he's clearly not going to be the ones physically there with the kids all the time because he doesn't sit still.
No.
Like, I'm not saying he's a bad dad. The dude literally does not freaking sit still long enough to make any kind of anything stable.
So someone I read just said, is the issue here, all lives don't matter? Is that the issue? Is
No,
that
see,
what's
this is what this is what the white people are getting twisted. He's insulting a BLM. BLM is for police against black and brown people. Nobody said white people's lives don't matter.
You know what's
Damn.
so damn
People
funny?
need to get the fuck
You know
over
what
it.
is so damn
what? What's
funny?
that?
All of y'all is so pissed off on what these black people are wearing. Why? That is what's so funny.
Because it's an
It's
insult.
funny.
It's an insult. Because people are dying, and it's not
It
funny
is funny.
to your white
Can
ass.
I just
No,
say
it's
something
not.
about like I don't want it to come off the wrong way with BLM, but I've seen a lot of coverage off the media of BLM, and they're attacking their own people.
Hold up.
Who?
Hold up.
There's a
Hold
It's
Gotta
up.
woman.
keep it clean.
hilarious.
We gotta keep it clean. Now I'm ready
I
to
am,
have
but
the
there's a
discussion.
woman.
Wait, who's attacking you?
This is
There's a
why,
woman.
ladies and gentlemen, this is part of the reason why I said this is. I get what Kanye's intent was, but it's also dangerous. You see what I'm saying?
Like
There's a
it's a
lot
very
of
It's an
controversial
insult.
subject, and I
It's an
don't like
insult
to say
to BLM.
I'm
It
not.
is.
But
It's
I
an
watched
insult.
a
You're
woman.
missing the whole damn point.
Y'all are getting pissy for what some people are wearing. I swear
At the
to
end of the
Because
day,
it's
God.
it
an
doesn't matter
insult.
what people wear.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let the cop kill one of your kids. And see if it's an insult. We're out there protesting. My brother got shot by a cop because of his skin color. It ain't no joke. Maybe to
okay.
a
No one's
white man it
making
is,
it
but
out to
it's
be
not.
a joke. No one's making it out to be a joke. You're taking it personally.
It is personal.
I understand that, but I
Okay.
think you're.
So,
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know this. Listen, I got the thunder on standby. If there's anybody here, this is like my mom used to tell me. The only one that's allowed to be crazy in my house is Zeus. Okay, so I'm gonna need everybody to either bring it down and let's have this discussion, or Zeus is gonna start letting lightning bolts fly all throughout the kingdom of Olympus this morning. You know how we go. Now I want to hear what you got to say, but I don't think anybody wants to be insulted this morning. Listen, because I gotta go to the gym in a few minutes. All
They
right.
can assault all they want. Come on now, Zeus. Come on.
Well, Kanye
This is
West is a joke.
me.
No, I'm
It's
listening.
funny. It is
wait,
funny.
hold on.
And
My
then
God,
these
why is
people
it
that's on
funny?
this panel wants to get pissy because some melanated skin is wearing White Lives Matter.
So
This
that's
is
not really what the problem
hilarious.
is. So
This
that's
You
is
not
don't
really
get it.
what the
You guys
hilarious.
problem is.
don't
The
get it.
problem is
You guys
so
would never get it because you guys are white.
so
You guys don't get it. BLM is deeper. And it is an insult. It is. It's an insult. He did it just to get, Kanye West
Annie,
a
you're
joke.
giving it to him, honey. You're giving
so
it to him.
so
Okay.
kiss my grits.
Now,
Kiss my grits. Are you aware of some of
I do have some other people that I'm going to swap out. Because listen, I got to get up out of here, but I want to hear from all of you. Okay, so we got about 5 more minutes, panelists, and then we're going to cycle through.
all right, kiss my grits. Are you aware of some of the cases, for example, that some white civilians were unlawfully unalived by cops? Are you aware of any?
Yeah. But you know
Okay,
what?
dude,
One thing
wait,
with
shut
me.
shut up for a minute and let me talk.
No, wait. You
Do
asked
you
me a
Wait a
question. I
second.
am going to answer.
and you answered
Okay.
yes.
Let her
So do you
finish.
great. It was a yes or no question.
You
The answer was
asked
yes.
me
We
a
can move on.
question. I am going to
So let me ask,
answer.
the answer was
If they
yes. You already answered
deserve
it.
it, I am not
You
gonna.
answered the
I
Kenny.
am not
question.
Okay,
gonna
I'm going to
The
let
praise
her
answer was
answer.
criminals.
yes. The
One at a
answer was
time,
yes.
please.
That's all I needed to know was that yes, you were aware of it. Are you aware of the fact that those families of those people, do you know which organization they went to for help?
Black
You
Lives
gonna
Matter.
want me to answer, or you just want short version?
I mean,
I
it's a
don't
yes
really
or no
care.
question.
I don't really care
So what? So you don't
because
care about any?
if you're a
Ah,
criminal, I changed it. I changed it.
Now do you see that? My brother wasn't a criminal. He got shot in the back. Having a cell phone. Having a damn cell phone. Oh, that makes him a criminal? Oh, Lord. If I was Ghost, I would
What
choke
I'm
the
saying
boom.
about the whole BLM thing, like they take it out of proportion. There was a woman who was shot at in her own house, a black woman by a black man. Her kids were almost killed.
we got to keep the live clean, folks. I don't want to Zeus
Unalive.
has standards. I get it. You're passionate, but if you
Attempting
can't,
to kill.
regulate, I'm just going to drop you. I don't got time to do the warnings. Sorry. You can talk to me. You can send Zeus a message, and we can discuss it. But we got to keep it moving.
Can y'all hear me?
There was recordings of
Oh.
BLM attacking the woman who was almost unalived in her own house. I understand what the movement
But
for.
so that was not. No. Those were people in the neighborhood. They were not with the organization.
Okay, then I'm misinformed. Then I am misinformed.
You are misinformed. You are absolutely misinformed. They were other people in the neighborhood.
Because they were saying they were BLM. That's what
Okay,
they
so you see why this is a very controversial issue, right? It
Yeah.
opens up the door to these discussions, and as you can see, folks are passionate on all sides of this topic. Race relations are very, very tricky in this country. Okay, yes, Kanye can make whatever he wants to make. We get that. That's not what the issue is. The issue is look at the fallout.
It's creating more division. It's creating more. At the end of the day, it's creating more division. Why can't we just all come together?
Why can't we just all get along, right? Like that. If only things were that damn simple. It's like,
Like things
I
are
mean,
not
are we
black and
serious?
Well,
white.
it's
Like,
not that
It
simple.
should be just gray. It should be all of us together as one. This country used to be so united.
when the hell was
So
that? When
No,
was that? Give me a
no,
year. Give
that
me
has
a year
never
that this
happened.
country was united. Give me a year.
uh, I mean,
When?
Give me a
there
year.
wasn't.
You
It
said it
wasn't
with your
this
chest.
bad
Huh?
You said it
6
with
years
your
ago.
chest. What year
5 years
were
ago.
we united
It
as a
was
country?
A majority of this stuff happened when Trump came into office. I
A
have never
majority of what stuff?
no.
so much
A majority
drama.
of what stuff? Listen, I don't like Trump at all, but I'm not going to put the blame strictly
No,
just on a 4-year period of
it's not
time in this
him.
history.
It's just that's when it all came to light even more, like even more to light.
Now,
Like
No.
Now I haven't heard from what everyone hates and what balancing codes.
Hey. Can I just want to say one thing and I'll drop out because I know there's probably some other people waiting. But the reason why this is so offensive is because you're mocking a Black Lives Matter movement. I don't, the organization, they did things they weren't supposed to do, but I'm strictly speaking on the movement and what it's for. This country has never been united as one. It's very easy for people who are not black to say that because it's never affected them. And for people to sit up here and laugh and think it's funny at the fact that we're just mad because he made a shirt and he's wearing it. No, it's more than that. That's not even the case. That's not the case at all. And the other woman that was up here, I guess she got dropped out or whatever.
If
And
you
it seems
curse,
like
I'm
she didn't even
dropping you.
know. Oh yeah. So it seems like she didn't even know what to call us per se because she wanted to. So she was like, how about you call us what you've been calling us? That's just how I feel about it. That's just my opinion. I'm not asking anybody to agree with me, but that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give somebody else a chance, and I'm gonna drop out.
All right, I appreciate that. That's how we do this, folks. Get in, say your piece, and keep the peace. All right, we gonna keep it going. Balancing codes. Greetings.
Hey man, I just came in, so I don't really know your stance on it or how you felt about it, but I would love to hear your point of view and then I'll give you mine.
Oh, I think it was a reckless thing for Kanye to do. And
What,
I
to wear
also
the
brought
shirt?
up the
Oh,
part that it's a double negative because supposedly Candace Owen referred to Kim Kardashian as a prostitute. So I would say not only is it reckless on the social front, but also on his family. It's like, why are you doing this, Kanye? Do you really need that much attention? I recognize that he should be able to wear whatever he wants to wear. I recognize that, but there are consequences. Choices have invoices. That's my position.
Oh, I like
love
that.
that,
Choices
love
have
that.
invoices.
Yeah.
I want to say that when it comes to Black Lives Matter, I really don't know what happened to the money. I mean that's what I'm focused on. Like I really want to know where the money went. Honestly, that's where my focus is. Kanye, he always does things like this to get attention, and he's great at getting people emotional. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people lack emotional intelligence, so all they want to do is get emotional and fight. But at the end of the day, he's getting what he wants. Everybody talking about him. That is what he's known for. That's what he's good at. And he constantly talks about how people are being controlled by their emotions, and he's proving it to be true. The majority of society, they just fall prey to this so easily. I could care less what his shirt says, honestly. Like it's not affecting my day to day, so I'm not going to get emotional over it. I don't really think about it. What I'm focused on is the money. Where did that money go? That is what I want to know. Period. You can wear whatever you want, Kanye. I don't care
Yeah.
what Kim does. I don't care what Kanye. Like, what happened to the money? Honestly, like that's what my and how about we follow the money trail with everything instead of being distracted by all the lies and all the entertainment of everything, because people,
Mm.
we can't be simple minded and just like, oh wow, let's just look over here. Like this is like distraction 101. Like I don't know what's wrong with people. Like how could we just stay focused on what's not important? Let's
Mm.
focus on the money. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, I need to go ahead and give you the follow. I appreciate you coming.
Love it. I gotta
Okay.
follow you back too. I'll be
Thank
back.
you. I appreciate that. Okay. Every day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, folks. That's what time these shows start. All right. KD94, greetings. What's going on, champ?
Yeah, what's up, man? I
What's
think
going on?
I agree with Black Lives Matter as a precedence, but I don't agree that the organization itself isn't corrupt. I think the organization is very corrupt. Just recently, the leader of the organization spent $6 million on a mansion that the leader of the organization, Alicia, spent $6 million on parties hosting other individuals in that mansion. I think, like, Black Lives Matter as a whole, it started as a really great movement to show that, the lives of African American citizens were put at risk um, disproportionately. But I think they use social trauma of George Floyd when white on black crime is committed, but they're very silent when black on black crime is committed, which is a very huge problem in places like Philadelphia, where I live personally. And I think in terms of what Kanye is doing,
Where are you
I think
from?
Kanye is doing what Kanye has always done. Just provoking the public, provoking people, provoking reactions.
Philly.
Never has there been a sign that says Asian lives matter or Hispanic lives matter or Indian lives matter. I think it's common sense that all lives matter. Yes, Black lives included. Everybody agrees that Black lives matter.
So, what do you think Kanye's message is by putting this on a shirt? What does White Lives Matter mean?
He's doing what he's always done. He's provoking a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Well, thank you. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay. Now I'm gonna. Well, a second. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Anything to say to that? What he just said.
I just wanted to say Kanye actually posted in his story that I reposted just now that Black Lives Matter is a scam. So I'm assuming that that's his point.
Oh. So his point is to say Black Lives Matter is a scam, and not.
Yes.
He should say Kanye West is a scam. That would have went over a little bit better. wouldn't it?
He is.
Okay. Why? How you gonna call one person a scam when you are a scam yourself, champion? I'm just saying. Now I agree. Perhaps people are getting too worked up over this. Okay. I don't think you should let what he did ruin your day, folks. Okay.
I
But
just I just think we got to pay attention to who's wearing these shirts. Okay, like that's the biggest thing. Kanye, obviously, he's always looking for a reaction out of somebody.
mhm.
Ray J just exposed him for trying to do a whole theatrical with him as well. Candace has always been inflammatory toward the black community. She's always doing shit just to keep herself
Oh,
relevant.
no
So these are
cursing.
just. I'm sorry, my bad. She's always doing inflammatory stuff just to get a reaction out of the black community because that's just somehow people do. So that's just what some people do to get back at the black community for how they feel personally. You know what I mean? So that's really what it goes down to. It's a simple thing with these two. They're both just seeking attention, and it's not to say white lives matter, just like black lives matter. All lives do matter. It's Black Lives Matter isn't saying no lives matter less. It's just saying Black Lives Matter also. It is just also. So it's not my life matters more than yours or your life matters more than mine. Is that my life also matters? That is the problem here. Of course, the organization is going to end up corrupt because humans are inherently corrupt. People with power, they become corrupt. You give somebody enough money, you enough money, you ain't giving it to nobody. You give her enough money, she ain't giving it to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people are corrupt. It's just inherently corrupt. So it's gonna happen the way it's gonna happen. So the way life is playing out right now is just a big old theatric, man. It's just a big old theatric. Because at the end of the day, Black Lives Matter. Period. White lives
It's
do
a
matter. Period. But at the end of the day, black lives are treated as if they don't matter. They're treated as a creature. You know what I'm saying? Like roadkill even. You know what I'm saying? Less than a dog. Because they will give more compassion to a dog before they give compassion to a black person. And that's a problem to me. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you can understand the circumstances of a dog better than you can understand the circumstances of another human being, then you should really reevaluate your way of thinking. And that's it all. That's all I really got to say about that.
All right. I'm going to have to go ahead and give you the follow, champion. You know what we do. I appreciate you coming in and weighing in. Now, Balancing Codes, you had something you were about to say?
Yeah, it's just a lot of smoke and mirrors. We know that's what Kanye does well, of course. People love it. But I was just gonna say, it's funny, but it's not. But I was gonna say, there's no one person I've ever met where I always agree with everything they say, ever. I don't agree with 100% of what anybody says. But sometimes Kanye makes some points that I do agree with, and that's okay for me to say. And I just wanted to say that.
Mm, I agree. I agree. Now, what do you think about the other perspective in terms of? I've been hearing a lot of people say this when it comes to crime going on in the black community, and they say there's black on black crime. Does that go against the narrative Black Lives Matter?
That doesn't make sense because it's literally just crime. It's proximity. If you redline people into a certain area and there's only black people in it, of course crime of black on black is going to be high, just like white on white crime is high in white areas, like in suburban areas. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about people fucking putting their wife in the refrigerator and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And eating her. You know, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
we have people here in Rhode Island. Like we have certain,
Okay, see, I had to drop you because you gotta keep it clean on
like
the
we have the
channel.
south side of
Can't be
Providence,
cursing.
which is majority. It's all black
Can't
people.
be cursing.
And then
Wait,
we
what
have,
did you just say?
I said in Providence. So we have,
No cursing on the live, or I reserve the right to just. Usually, I'm going to drop you. If I've never done business with you, I might give you a warning. But after that, it's a done deal because you can't get Zeus's live suspended with the nonsense.
so we have in Providence. It's set up in separate West Providence, South Providence, East Providence, North Providence. So we have the south side of Providence, which is 98%
You can
black.
send the request again if I drop
Then we
you.
have like the west side of Providence, which is majority white people. There's
Mm-hmm.
just as much crime in the white area as there is in the black area of Providence. So, like, I don't think one life matters more than the other. They all matter, but we do understand the movement. I understand what it is. Like yes, I am white, but my half brother is black. I've seen, I've heard, I've listened to him about the struggles he goes through, and it's eye opening for anybody.
Yeah, I think to me the intent of the movement was coming from a good place, but with a lot of movements, they tend to be taken over and misused, right? One could make the same argument about the whole January 6th thing, right? I've heard it. For those who know what I'm talking about, I've heard it. It was a good thing and then it turned bad. So the Black Lives Matter movement, ladies and gentlemen, let's just be honest. It started out as a good cause. It did. Things got out of hand. I don't know what happened to the money, but that is a distraction.
So I'm not necessarily defending the organization per se, because it's still part of a rigged system that we have in our country. But Black Lives Matter as the organization has done nothing differently than any other organization in this country. So even nonprofits. So if somebody would kindly tell me what BLM, the organization, has done that is so different and or illegal. I mean, it's non-existent to find it, but if somebody has some kind of secret data, I would love to hear what what it is and where I can look at it.
Okay, so I'll answer that really quick because I just posted, I think I want to say like a few weeks ago. I'm sorry if you can hear me because I'm in the airport.
No,
But
I
I
can hear
posted,
you.
good. Okay, so I posted a few weeks ago about like hair products because there are, especially when it comes to Black women, they spend a lot of money on hair care, hair products, right? So we have like the top 5 companies that sell Black hair care, but they're not Black owners, right? But people don't know that because there's a lot of blackface going on. So they put it out there like they're owned by Black people, but they're not. So then that means that all of the dollars, they're not going to the Black community, but that's where all the Black people are investing. And that's the same thing with Black Lives Matter. All the Black people are like, oh yeah, and other races, they're all like, let's put our money here because it'll help the cause. But in actuality, it's not, because nobody's doing the money trail and following where the money goes. It never trickles down to the Black people that need them out. Facts. Where is the
So my question is, has the money been spent or is it sitting
Yes.
and not being
Yes,
used?
of course. First of all, it's either they have no trail of it, and the money they do have a trail of it. The woman bought a $6 million mansion.
Right.
How was that happening?
Nasty.
But again, if you look at other nonprofit organizations, purchasing very expensive real estate is not uncommon.
What's different here is her name Rexy. Sorry. Okay, so what's
Yeah.
different here is the lie. The lie is that you're pretending that you're Black to get Black dollars, and it's not. And you're going to say it's going to Black people, and it's not. Other organizations, they'll tell you, hey, this organization is for dogs. The money will go to dogs. Okay. Other organizations, whatever the cause is, the money should go where they're saying it should go. The lie here is that people are pretending to be Black and they're not, and they're saying the money's going to go to Black people and it doesn't. That's the issue.
Wait. Hold on. So are you saying that the people that are basically running the organization are not Black?
The point is, you don't know. I literally think that's the point. And there are people in this organization that are Black. There are people in organizations that are not Black. At the end of the day, the money's not going to
Nasty.
Black. The
So
money's not
somebody's
going to Black
profiting
people.
off of this.
Right.
Is what we're
The
getting
money's
at.
not going to where they're saying it's going. That's the issue.
Got it. Now, Tricknotic Productions, greetings. I haven't heard from you.
What up, man?
What's going on? Where
My
are you
topic's
from?
a little bit different, so I just been listening.
Yeah, where are you from? Where are you
From
calling
Rhode Island.
from? Huh?
Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. And how old are you? I'm just curious.
Hi, Rhode Island. Me
30,
too.
31.
31. All right. Welcome to the show. I do this every day, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. You never know what Zeus is going to bring up. Today it's this. What have you got for me?
I just wanted to bring up the point that, the vice president said the hurricane relief funds in Florida, are only going to people of color and women. So let's turn this around and say, okay, only the funds are going to go to white males. So how do you guys feel about that now? Is what she said racist or what she said not racist?
Are you asking me what Kamala Harris said?
Yeah,
Whether
she said the funds are going to go to either people of color and women. So basically, that white males they're out of it. That's racist in my opinion. I just want your opinion.
Mm.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
look
see
up
it
it.
that way. I do not see it that way. And I
Okay.
think the statement she made was only highlighting the realities that people of color tend to have way more. They tend to be more impacted by these kind of things. I think that's the point that was trying to be
So
made.
you're gonna say that only people of color were impacted by the hurricane,
Oh,
and not everybody.
absolutely. No, you never once heard me say only people of color were
But you're
impacted.
saying there were more. Like
No.
how are they more though? Like I want to
So
hear like how more.
so I'm talking about impact, right?
Right.
We're talking about impact. And so it's sort of like this BLM thing, right? We're talking about impact. You sometimes in our society have to shine a light on those voices that don't get a lot of attention. Does that make sense? You've heard
I
of the
mean, yeah.
expression, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. You've heard of that, right?
Right.
Okay. It's one of those things where okay, we could keep giving the oil to the squeaky wheel, but there's all these other wheels out here that need oil. So
Well, yeah,
you
exactly.
can't
That's exactly.
just
But
say, well,
here,
because I pointed out this
what you
instance,
just said though, is
huh?
exactly what I'm saying. She's only helping certain people, and not everybody. Is what I'm saying.
I doubt that. I doubt that. I doubt that. I
So
mean,
She said it. She said it live, bro. Like you can see this online on YouTube. She said we're
hold on, I
gonna
might
give
be
funds
able
to
to play
people
it.
of color
Hold on.
and woman, but everybody else. So let's turn this around. She said we're only gonna give people money that are white males only, and everybody else, nope. So you can't have it one way and not the other, bro. Like, do you see what I'm saying? You can't
I
have
hear
it one way and not the other. You had
I
to have
hear
everybody gets funds or nobody gets funds, bro. You can't pick and choose.
someone
You know
else
what I'm
wants to talk,
saying? That's
or I
all I'm
can
saying.
talk.
You can't pick and choose. What if I said only Asian people get funds? Like that's fucked up to even like say that.
Oh
Like
God!
fucked
Now
up, bro.
listen. Come on. You know we don't do the profanity, champion. You know I gotta drop you if you drop the F words. Come on, you gotta keep it clean. We were having a conversation. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Streets.
What's up, man? So I'm only here to give you factual statistics from the
Oh God.
FBI. Factual statistics from the FBI, referring to the lady down at the bottom complaining about cops killing black people. So on the FBI's website, now this is where everybody's going to stick their foots in their mouth, and I'm going to love this part because it's going to be real good. On the FBI website, the percentage of black men being unalived by police officers are 0.4, and them unaliving a white male is 0.25. Now we know
You don't trust the
that.
FBI, Streets.
There you go. You see what I mean? Now that's
You don't
you
trust
were
the
just
FBI. Come
you
on,
were gonna.
Streets.
I knew you guys were gonna fall right into it. Thank you.
You don't trust
So
the FBI. What are you bringing these statistics to Zeus for?
So there are more white people being unalived by cops than there are
Great, streets.
black
What do you do
people.
about that? What do you think about that as a white person?
I
As
personally
a
don't
white
care.
person, how does that make you feel?
Me being a retired cop, you get what you deserve. We're not there to do bad things, but if you're out of
So
control and we have 5 seconds to make a decision, and all of you have 7 months, year, 5 years to keep talking about a 5 second decision.
great. So what I'm talking about this, so like nobody really gets like up in arms when somebody is justifiably unalived by the police. Like if they
Yeah.
shoot at the nobody's out there protesting this. Nobody comments on that because yes, we all understand if you're going to point a gun or a pew pew sorry at a police officer, yeah, no one expects you to walk away probably alive, right? But what we're talking about is unarmed individuals. So if what you're saying is more white people are killed that are unarmed by police, explain to me why, as a white person, you are not upset by that. Because I am.
Because you reap what you sow. So there was this kid in Coney Island.
Again,
I'm going to give you
how
a
do
fact.
you reap
That's
what
not
you
what we tried to
sow
say.
I'm going to
That's
give
if
not
you a
what we
you're
tried
fact.
to say.
unarmed?
I'm going to give
Come
If
you.
on,
you
I'm
are
going to give you.
unarmed, what are
I
you
can't do all of
sowing?
this.
I'm going to give
If
you a
you're
fact.
unarmed, what are you sowing, Streets?
I'm going to give you a fact. There was a kid in Coney Island in the 60 precinct last year, a white kid. The same maneuver was performed on him because he had drugs on him that was performed on George Floyd. The cop had his knee on his neck and the kid died because for whatever reason, whatever he was there, whatever he did wrong. Now, I'm not saying it's okay that he died, but I'm also saying in the same sentence, he put himself in that predicament for the cops to be there on him in the first place.
So you think crimes like having drugs on you, the police officers are allowed to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner?
Well, you don't want to ask me that because I think we should get rid of all lawyers.
I don't know what that has to do with my statement.
Yes, I would be
I
Judge
didn't mention
Dredd.
a lawyer. I said the judge, the
Be
jury,
Judge Dredd.
and the executioner.
Yes, I would be Judge Dredd.
And
you know who Judge Dredd is?
You get a thunder strike, Street.
I didn't curse.
Unbelievable.
So you're absolutely against due process. Cool. You're against the Constitution.
Absolutely against it because
That explains
we know who
a
the
lot.
bad guys are. We know who the bad guys
I don't.
are.
How do you know who the? Oh my God!
Because
so how do you know who the bad guys are? Streets.
We catch them in the act, and then
so
the
somebody having
technicality
drugs
gets
on
them
them.
off.
So you think people who have drugs on them should be unalived?
Do I believe it?
Yes, I'm asking you. You Streets.
Yes.
Do you think people?
I personally believe it. Yep.
Wow, I can't have. I'm not having a conversation with him on that. I'm not. That's disgusting.
I just gave you my answer. That's
Streets.
it. You may not like it, but I gave you my answer.
I don't like it. I think it's disgusting. It's unconstitutional and very un-American, which explains why you're a damn Proud Boy.
That's a difference between our opinions. That's
no,
it.
It's flat out, Streets. It's un-American, unconstitutional, and disgusting. Inhumane. It's disgusting. Literally, it's disgusting.
You may feel that way, but when I take a guy in for raping a woman, and then
that has nothing to do with my question. That literally goes up the streets. You're moving the goalposts for no reason. You literally just said that people who have drugs on them should be unalived. You literally just said people who have drugs on them should be unalived. I didn't say anything about violence.
All right, I'm gonna do this last.
It goes with what you said. If you think you reap what you sow, then the cop who was pew-pewed in the head during a traffic stop, then she reaped what she sowed then because she was doing her job.
Right.
All right, wait a minute.
Anything is just it's I cannot agree with anything he just said. That is asinine.
Nobody can because he's something special.
Cop or not, you don't say.
I know like Streets, ladies and gentlemen. No, I know who Streets is. Streets. I will be going to your live to discuss your behavior today, champion. Okay. All right.
I just want to make sure everybody understood what he said.
I'm glad he's retired and no longer on the force. So these people he comes in contact with does not have to worry.
Streets, cut it out.
I know who he is too, but I mean, it's you can't. No, you can't think like that.
Streets, cut it out.
And he is an example. He is, as he states in every live he goes into, that he is a retired police officer. Yeah. This is why every American needs to be concerned about our police departments. Because if you think that he's the only police officer that thinks due process is BS and that people, because they have drugs on them, should be unalived, he's not the only one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Zeus has to get up out of here. It's been a great show. I went a little over an hour. All right. So, Black Balancing Codes, thank you. Toxic, thank you. Rexy, thank you. But Zeus has to get up out of here. All right. Now.
Have a good day.
All right, have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow I will be back bringing you more of what you have been looking for. We had an excellent show. Wednesday, we will be doing another show late in the evening about relationships, so make sure you follow. What are we talking about? The bad information that's out here on TikTok as it relates to relationships, so make sure you follow Zeus, okay? We will be bringing that to the forefront. Bring me in one-on-one. Streets, you got it. I don't normally do the Closet of Truth. I've been extremely busy, okay? But Streets, since you asked so nicely, I will do a middle of the day episode of the Closet of Truth, brother. And we can discuss whatever it is you want to discuss. Anyone, you don't like my rules? I'll see you in the Closet of Truth. Come talk to Zeus. I'm not afraid of you. You know that. Zeus, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go listen to the music wherever you get your music. Just type in 3 Crossing. We are out of here. All right? We are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your morning, okay? What a great show. Let's play some amazing music. Hold on. We're going to play everybody's favorite song, and then we're out of here. By who? Me, Zeus, of course. Let's get out of here, ladies and gentlemen.
Truth opens. Both hands in the kingdom.
What a great show, ladies and gentlemen. You all did great. I took all the L's today, right?
How I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm grooving like
Keep it
Zeus.
clean, ladies and
Thinking that you
gentlemen.
cool till I
I
pull up
haven't
like
blocked
Zeus.
anybody. Cut
Thunder
it
in the
out.
sky like you up like Zeus. I make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm fired than an eagle. I got bread on me too. Took a long time to get here and I'm feeling brand new. If you living like a bum, get away from me, fool. I got money on my mind. I can't leave it up to you. I can't hang around with you. You fall in love too quick. You a high risk. Nicks all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head. This is way above the feds. When you playing with the gods and you playing with the dead.
Let's
Time to
go.
let loose with the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, boy, you such a douche. I tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. I'm catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus.
Gentlemen, what a great
Thinking that you
show.
cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky like you up like Zeus. I make my own rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm hotter than Hades and I'm burning down the roof. You say you wanted facts, well, I'm living proof. I've been waiting for this moment, now I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you guaranteed to lose. I didn't make the game of rules, so don't play me like a fool.
Kiss
If
my
you
grits.
can't swim, don't
Where
be
are
in the
you at?
pool,
I'm
even
coming
though
for
I'm
you.
hot. People telling
You know I
me
miss
be
you.
cool. I'm just sitting on my throne while you looking like a goof.
Hey.
Time to let loose with the truth. Yeah, grab your
Snuggle.
goose. Hey,
Where
little
you at?
mama,
I'm
let
looking
me
for
play
you.
with your
Streets.
caboose.
Where
I know
you
the
at? I'm
ladies love
looking
me
for
cause
you.
I'm
I'm
sweet like
Zeus.
a
Let's
tooth.
go.
Man, hating on the gods, boy, you such a douche. Tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. Catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm grooving
They don't
like
like
Zeus.
me,
You
Ethelel.
thinking that you cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky like you up like
I
Zeus.
would.
I make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus.
Yeah, you know about me.
I'm Zeus, ladies and
I like to
gentlemen.
get wild and loose.
I do like to get wild and
I'm
loose.
the god of the sky.
Thank you, all my
I'm
moderators,
bringing down the roof.
for helping to keep the live as clean as we could.
Sound mine on the beat. Kicking hard like Bruce. Lawrence Reed on the beat. You better call the truth, ladies and gentlemen. I can dance and box in the jungle like a kangaroo. Don't get caught slipping in the woods or you'll be dead like a kangaroo.
Lindsay on the beat like Zeus.
Let's go.
Love on the beat like Zeus. RMC on the beat. Yeah, you heard about 3. Elijah, I see you.
Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Don't take TikTok too seriously, okay?
Yeah, ladies. It's me. It's
Yeah.
Zeus.
Don't take yourselves too serious out here, folks. I appreciate all of you. Take care
Hard will win your pennies.
and have a great rest of your day. I'm
Stand
out
up
of here.
to close. I'll make you come on the bed.
That's how powerful I am.